Hi, I wanted to make a quick tutorial to refresh your memory on how to work with percentiles, since the steps seem to be a little bit difficult to communicate in the virtual world. The first thing I want you to recognize is that I gave you a set of data, and this time it's how many servings of vegetable each student that we asked eats in a week. And the very first step is we need you to type the numbers into the list in your calculator. Go over here and push the stat button. And then we do want to edit our list, so we just push enter. And then you'll probably have stuff in your list from a prior problem. So I recommend that you go up and highlight the top. You're going to push clear and then the down button, or push clear and enter to get everything out of your list. I don't want to clear them because I have already typed the list in for us. So carefully type your number, push enter, next number, push enter, until you've entered all the numbers. Now, the other thing I want you to check for is to know that you entered the right amount of numbers. Look here at the bottom of the screen. The 15th number I typed in was 18, and when I press enter, or go down, either way, the 16th number, the calculator is waiting for me to type in the 16th number. If I go over to my list here and check, there were 15 numbers. The next thing I want you to check for is on our quizzes and test, we are going to have you run the numbers and check that you match the mean with us before proceeding through all the rest of the steps. So to run the numbers, you push the stat button. Move one to the right for calculating one variable stats. Push enter. Make sure to tell the calculator that they're in list one, and if you've forgotten, you push the second button and then the list that you have typed them in. If you only have one list of numbers, then you need to make sure this thing is left blank, or push clear to make sure that it is blank. Go down to calculate and run the numbers. So at the top here, the mean is 9.666667. So we've checked that we most likely have these numbers typed in correct. The third thing to do when working with percentiles is to make sure to sort your list. To put it in ascending order, you're going to push stat, but this time arrow down to sort A for ascending. When you push enter, you also have to tell the calculator what list do you want it to sort. So one more time, the second button and whichever list you typed them in. When you push enter, it says it's finished sorting them. And you could see them in their new order by pushing stat, enter, and notice that the smallest number, the 2, is at the top. And if I arrow up to the 15th number here is the largest number, 20. All right, we're ready to work a problem. To find the 28th percentile, we would need to go to the blank number in the list to find the 28th percentile. In order to figure out where to go in the list for the 28th percentile, these are the steps you need to do. You find the percentile, divide by 100 times the number of data that we've been given. All right, this particular question is the 28th percentile. So the percentile, divide that by 100, multiply that by, times that by the number of data we've been given. And one more time, there were 15 numbers in this data set. If you type 28 divide by 100 times 15, we get 4.2. 4.2 is supposed to tell us where to go in the list, which one to find in the list. So we're going to have to round it to a whole number. Since 2 is smaller than 5, 2 and below, leave this down low. So we're going to leave it as 4 for our whole number. What does that mean about working on this question? We need to go to the 4th number in the list to find what is the 28th percentile. We need to go to the 4th number in the list. And then in Delta Math, just put 4 in the box. All right, second part of the question. The person in the 28th percentile ate how many servings of vegetables in that week or each week? So to find that out, we're going to go to the fourth number in the list, and no need to count because right here where I'm circling on the calculator, the fourth number in the list is 6, so 6 is the answer. And the steps for you to write on your paper to help you for test day, go to the fourth number in the list to find the answer. The answer is that person ate 6 servings of vegetables each week. All right, we can go a different direction with percentile questions. For example, the student who had 15 servings of vegetables is in which spot in the list? So they want you to come over here to the list and arrow up or down until you find, I think I'll go this direction, till you find the 15. Here it is, the 15, and the important number that they're asking for, the person who ate 15 servings of vegetables each week is the 13th in the group. So the steps, arrow down to the number 15 in the list and figure out which one it is. It's the 13th number in the 13th spot. So in Delta Math, we just want you to put the number 13. All right, last piece of the puzzle. What is the percentile for the person who had the 6 servings of vegetables each week? We already know that it's in the 13th spot. The steps are figure out what spot it is in the list, divide that number by n, how many numbers are in the list itself, and after that, we're going to multiply by 100 to get the percentile. Okay, we just figured out that the person who ate 15 servings of vegetables each day was the 13th person out of the 15 people in the group. Multiply that number by 100, you get 86.6666, and it is traditional to round percentiles to a whole number. So we would want you to do that for your answer in Delta Math if needed, and just put the 87 in the box. Hope this tutorial helps you. Have a good evening.